Spend a day in the life with me as a content creator at Exposé. So here's the gist. EA Yoruba, the brilliant minds behind the Masoyinbo game show, reached out to Exposé because they wanted to take things up a notch. The plan, a live showcase, to stretch their audience experience beyond the four walls of the studio. Then it was time for execution. Stay with me, because I'm about to take you through how we set this whole thing up. First up, the walkway, inspired by the traditional Yoruba palace gates. Procurement sourced the perfect vendors to deliver the fabric. Then came the frame, assembled right on site to create that tunnel-like structure. Next, clipping the fabric, and this was neatly, evenly, and beautifully done. The team assigned to this task all worked together to properly arrange the frames. Our earth tone mats arrived and went straight up the walls, creating that cultural aesthetics we envisioned. Speaking of walls, the giant media wall for the brand and sponsors rolled in just before the floor was matted. Now let's talk about production drama. A quick power outage tried to test us, but work must go on because time doesn't wait for lights, neither do we. So while the inside team handled power, setup continued. Now back on the outside. The walkway was 65% done, and the accreditation stand was going up right beside it. Finally, Exposé said let there be light, and there was what? There was light. The stage was still work in progress, and the team was getting VIP seating in place. All white draped chairs and Ankara-inspired flower pots. It was giving that classy Yoruba taste. I have to give a shout out to clients who get actively involved in the execution process though. The team on the inside led coordination on lighting, sound and visuals. And about these tags, every tag was printed in Yoruba. My apologies to the non-Yoruba folks. Most of the show came through to check on things, and let's just say he was visibly impressed. Meanwhile, vendors were setting up in the holding area. And just when we needed an energy boost, the MD and the humans of Exposé came through to show their support. Talk about the dream team. I personally was surprised to see the strategy team. If you know, you know. Mic check 1, 2 came from the Oriki chanter. Next, it was time for rehearsals, and I met the leader of the dance school called
Iseda Artistry.
And guys, I'm not exaggerating, they ate. Even the crew had to take a minute to enjoy it. And at this point, the walkway was done, the vendor booths were ready, the stage was fully set, and our beautifully dressed BAs were active and tagging guests already. The media wall was lit, and the guests interacted and took lovely pictures. By 6 p.m, the light band took over, and by 7 p.m. sharp, the show kicked off, and I was ready to capture every moment of it.